The devotional that I'm going to read out loud for us, it is called Waiting Well. Okay, today's verse is all about waiting. Again, the verse of the day is wait patiently for the Lord. Be brave and courageous. Yes, wait patiently for the Lord. Waiting can be hard. Most of us would prefer quick, efficient, and when possible, instant results and answers. But waiting is a part of life. We must wait for seeds to grow into food, for one season to fade into the next, for babies to mature into adults, and for trees to stand tall enough to finally offer shade. Like it or not, waiting takes patience. We can wait days, months, years, or even decades for a prayer to be answered, for an overdue apology, for the timing to be right, or for a dream to finally come to pass. Waiting requires courage. King David lived nearly 3,000 years ago, but he knew what it meant to wait for God's timing, to wait to be king, to wait to be rescued from his enemies. He wrote, "Wait patiently for the Lord. Be brave and courageous." Yes, wait patiently for the Lord. If David thought waiting on God was important enough to write it twice in one verse, we should probably pay attention. But waiting patiently for the Lord isn't an excuse to do nothing. We can proactively wait on God by staying in communication with Him, by looking for His fingerprints in ordinary moments, by reading about His story and His plans and His Word, by worshiping Him no matter what's happening across the globe, by serving the people both inside and outside of our circles, and by thanking Him for the gifts He's already given us. Just because a specific door isn't opening or a particular opportunity isn't available at this moment doesn't mean that God is not moving. Even when we are waiting, God is still working. Noah spent decades building an ark as he waited for God to do what he'd said. Ruth journeyed with her mother-in-law and worked in the grain fields while trusting in God's provision after her husband's death. Joseph stayed faithful in prison for several years before his promotion to second in command in Egypt. John trusted God's ultimate will for his life and wrote several books of the New Testament while sentenced to exile on the island of Patmos. I think that's how you say it. So no matter what you're facing, you can ask God for patience and trust that He is in control of your future. No matter what uncertainty lies before you, when you rely on the Lord, you can be someone who waits well.